Ace your Florida driving test with confidence. In this DMV Florida driving test practice video, you'll tackle 175 real questions based on the official exam, covering road rules, safe driving practices, and traffic signs. Working through all of them will give you the knowledge and confidence you need to pass on your first attempt. Stay with us until the end and make sure you're fully prepared.
When approaching any intersection or driveway, drivers should A. Change lanes. B. Pass other vehicles and then stop. C. Drive at the fastest speed just before entering the intersection. D. Look both ways and be ready to stop. D. Look both ways and be ready to stop. When passing a truck, drivers should A. Decrease their speed if passing the truck on a downgrade. B. Pass on the right for maximum visibility. C. Pull in front of the truck before they can see the cab. D. Let the truck driver know they are passing by blinking their headlights. D. Let the truck driver know they are passing by blinking their headlights. When following motorcycles, drivers should A. Keep more space in front of their vehicle. B. Reduce the minimum following distance. C. Keep less space in front of their vehicle. D. Try to pass them as they have different braking capabilities than other motor vehicles. A. Keep more space in front of their vehicle.
This road sign is A. A guide sign. B. A regulatory sign. C. A warning sign. D. A speed reduction sign. And the answer is B. A regulatory sign.
Overdriving your headlights is dangerous because A. You can't see upcoming road hazards. B. Your stopping distance is greater than the effective illumination of your headlights. C. Your stopping distance is too short. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. Which of the following is not a defensive driving tip? A. It is better to drive off the road than skid off when avoiding a crash. B. Hitting a car moving in the same direction as you is better than hitting a car head-on. C. Hitting a post is better than hitting a bush. D. It is better to swerve right instead of toward oncoming traffic to prevent a crash. C. Hitting a post is better than hitting a bush. Ramp signals. A. Control the speed of vehicles entering a freeway. B. Are not considered traffic control devices. C. Control the weight of trucks entering a freeway. D. Control the rate of vehicles entering a freeway. D. Control the rate of vehicles entering a freeway.
This sign warns of ahead. A. Soft shoulder. B. Hill. C. No passing zone. D. Truck. And the answer is B. Hill.
People who drive after drinking risk. A. Higher insurance rates, jail sentences. B. Heavy fines, loss of license. C. Injuries and fatalities. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. At 40 miles per hour, the average driver's reaction time accounts for feet traveled. A. 111. B. 88. C. 44. D. 22. C. 44. When you are driving on a multi-lane road, if another vehicle moves into your lane right in front of you, cutting you off, you should A. Brake only if necessary to avoid a crash, and follow the other vehicle closely for a while. B. Honk your horn and brake firmly, to quickly drop back from the other vehicle. C. Stay calm. Slow down if necessary to avoid a crash, and gently drop back to a safe following distance. D. Brake sharply. C. Stay calm. Slow down if necessary to avoid a crash, and gently drop back to a safe following distance.
This road sign means A. Railroad crossing ahead. B. Side road ahead. C. Crossroad ahead. D. No passing zone ahead. And the answer is C. Crossroad ahead.
Drinking alcohol while taking other drugs could cause A. Serious health problems. B. The effects of alcohol to be multiplied. C. Death. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. When a public transit bus traveling in the same direction has signaled and is re-entering the traffic flow, drivers should A. Yield the right of way to the bus. B. Pass the bus on the right. C. None of the other answers is correct. D. Pass the bus on the left. A. Yield the right of way to the bus.
This sign indicates the vehicles can safely travel in this area. A. Reaction speed. B. Minimum speed. C. Maximum speed. D. Suggested speed. And the answer is C. Maximum speed.
What does overdriving your headlights mean? A. Driving so slow that your headlights go into standby mode. B. Driving over a bridge with your headlights on. C. Driving so fast that you cannot stop within the range of the headlights. D. Driving so fast that you could break your headlights. C. Driving so fast that you cannot stop within the range of the headlights. And pavement marking may be painted on the paved approach to a railroad crossing. A. AXT. B. SXS. C. RXC. D. RXR. D. RXR.
What should drivers do when the red lights begin to flash? A. Turn off the ignition. B. Slow down. C. Yield. D. Stop. And the answer is D. Stop.
On a two-way roadway with a center lane, drivers from either direction can make on the center lane A. Right turns. B. Sudden turns. C. Left turns. D. U-turns. C. Left turns. At most intersections, drivers are allowed to turn right on a red light. If there is not a "No turn on red" sign and the way is clear. B. After yielding to pedestrians in crosswalks and to vehicles still in the intersection. C. After stopping, if the way is clear. D. All of the above. D. All of the above.
This symbol is used for A. Slow-moving vehicles. B. Dangerous intersections. C. Yield signs. D. No passing zone. And the answer is A. Slow-moving vehicles.
Are required by law when changing lanes or overtaking a vehicle. A. Turn signals. B. Four-way emergency flashers. C. Traffic signals. D. High beam headlights. A. Turn signals. The length of a point suspension is 3 months for A. 9 points within an 18-month period. B. 18 points within an 18-month period. C. 24 points within a 24-month period. D. 12 points within a 12-month period. B. 18 points within an 18-month period. Which of the following is recommended for mature drivers? A. Stopping to rest every 2 hours on long trips. B. Installing small side mirrors to improve visibility. C. Not wearing safety belts while fatigued. D. None of the above. A. Stopping to rest every 2 hours on long trips.
This road sign means A. Do not use your brakes in this area. B. Warning, intersection ahead. C. Warning, curves ahead. D. Slippery when wet. And the answer is D. Slippery when wet.
Which of the following is a penalty for a first DUI conviction? A. Probation, not more than 1 year. B. License revocation, minimum 1 year. C. Driving license termination. D. Mandatory 30 days in jail. F. Probation, not more than 1 year. Any driver under 21 with a breath or blood alcohol level of or higher is required to attend a substance abuse course. A. 0.08. B. 0.2. C. 0.5. D. 0.05. D. 0.05. An emergency vehicle is approaching with flashing lights on. You must A. Pull over immediately and stop until the emergency vehicle has passed. B. Slow down and stop at the next intersection. C. Stop and block the intersection if necessary. D. Increase your speed and stop at the next parking area. F. Pull over immediately and stop until the emergency vehicle has passed.
The picture shows A. A bicycle lane. B. A directional sign for bicycles. C. A bike warning sign. D. Shared use lane markings, SHAROs. And the answer is D. Shared use lane markings, SHAROs.
You are driving on a roadway with multiple lanes of travel in the same direction and are approaching an emergency vehicle parked along the roadway. You must A. Leave the lane closest to the emergency as soon as it is safe to do so, or slow down to a speed of 20 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. B. Yield to the emergency vehicle. C. If you are in the lane closest to the emergency vehicle, immediately come to a complete stop and ask if any help is needed. D. All of the above. A. Leave the lane closest to the emergency as soon as it is safe to do so, or slow down to a speed of 20 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. Which of the following are allowed on expressways? A. Motor scooters with more than 150 cubic centimeter displacement. B. Motor-driven cycles. C. Bicycles. D. All of the above. F. Motor scooters with more than 150 cubic centimeter displacement.
This road sign means A. Side road ahead. B. Side road entering from the left. C. Yield sign ahead. D. You have the right of way. And the answer is C. Yield sign ahead.
Car insurance is important because A. It protects your car. B. You can drive faster if you have the proper insurance coverage. C. It protects yourself and others. D. It may be required by law. C. It protects yourself and others. Blind spots are F. Areas to the side or rear of a vehicle that the driver cannot see with use of mirrors. B. Lanes reserved for U-turns. C. At night, the darkest areas of a road, where emergency flashers should be used. D. Dangerous intersection where the maximum speed limit is 15 miles per hour or less. F. Areas to the side or rear of a vehicle that the driver cannot see with use of mirrors. When a hazard is seen ahead, reaction distance. A. Is how far a vehicle will continue to travel, in ideal conditions, before the driver hits the brakes. B. Equals total stopping distance minus perception distance. C. Is the sum of perception distance and braking distance. D. None of the above. A. Is how far a vehicle will continue to travel, in ideal conditions, before the driver hits the brakes. While his or her vehicle is disabled on the highway or shoulder, a driver should use A. An umbrella if it's raining. B. Four-way emergency flashers. C. Left and right turn signals together. D. A three-point turn. B. Four-way emergency flashers. Turning motorists must, at intersections and driveways, A. Make U-turns. B. Block the crosswalk when stopped at a red light. C. Stop for pedestrians. D. Make a turn that causes pedestrians to stop. C. Stop for pedestrians.
This road sign means A. No passing zone. B. Divided highway ahead. C. Flag ahead. D. Merging traffic. And the answer is B. Divided highway ahead.
When the gas pedal is jammed, drivers should not A. Keep their eyes on the road. B. Pull off the road when safe to do so. C. Pump the brake pedal hard and fast. D. Shift into neutral. C. Pump the brake pedal hard and fast. Alcohol tolerance. A. Does not change with age. B. Increases with age. C. Is lower when you drink whiskey. D. Decreases with age. D. Decreases with age. Drivers who leave the scene of a crash involving injury commit a felony of the degree. A. First. B. Second. C. Fourth. D. Third. D. Third.
This road sign means A. Two-way left turn. B. Railroad warning. C. No passing zone. D. One-way street ahead. And the answer is B. Railroad warning.
If another car has stopped in an adjacent lane in the same direction of travel, you should A. Tap your horn to let the other driver know you are passing. B. Speed up and pass the vehicle on the right. C. Pass the car on the left. D. Be careful in case the other vehicle has stopped for a pedestrian. D. Be careful in case the other vehicle has stopped for a pedestrian. What is the speed limit for cars in a residential area? A. 30 miles per hour. B. 55 miles per hour. C. 20 miles per hour. D. 15 miles per hour. A. 30 miles per hour.
This sign tells drivers that A. There is a reduction of lanes ahead. B. They must stay on the right side of the divider. C. A divided highway ends ahead. D. There is a right turn ahead. And the answer is B. They must stay on the right side of the divider.
A diamond-shaped marking on the left lane shows that A. The lane is reserved for carpool vehicles. B. The lane is reserved for state-owned vehicles. C. The lane is reserved for trucks and heavy vehicles. D. This is an emergency-only lane. A. The lane is reserved for carpool vehicles. If a law enforcement officer suspects your vehicle equipment is not properly maintained, the officer A. May force you to call a mechanic. B. May stop your vehicle at any time for a vehicle inspection. C. May suspend your driver license. D. May send you to jail. B. May stop your vehicle at any time for a vehicle inspection. At most intersections, after stopping, drivers may, on red if the way is clear. A. Turn left. B. Take a nap. C. Turn right. D. Cross the intersection. C. Turn right.
This road sign means A. The road to the right is for one-way traffic only. B. Stay on the main highway if possible. C. Detour to the right. D. Do not enter. And the answer is C. Detour to the right.
The pedestrian countdown period. At the beginning of the don't start or flashing hand phase N, with a 0 and a don't walk or solid red hand. A. Ends, starts. B. Starts, ends. C. Ends, ends. D. None of the above. B. Starts, ends. Drivers may not cross, unless turning left when it is safe to do so. A. Double solid yellow lines. B. Red lines. C. Broken yellow lines. D. Double solid white lines. A. Double solid yellow lines. When the foot brake is pressed, which light must come on? A. Two red stoplights. B. Emergency flashers. C. One red brake light. D. Two high beam headlights, visible from 1,000 feet. A. Two red stoplights.
This sign indicates that the road ahead A. Is a divided highway. B. Curves right. C. Turns sharply right, then left. D. Curves right, then left. And the answer is D. Curves right, then left.
The Florida standard speed limits in municipal speed areas is A. 25 miles per hour. B. 55 miles per hour. C. 30 miles per hour. D. 20 miles per hour. C. 30 miles per hour. Braking distance is A. Usually 50 feet. B. How far a vehicle will travel, in ideal conditions, while the driver is braking. C. The total distance a vehicle has traveled until it comes to a complete stop. D. How far a vehicle will continue to travel before the driver hits the brakes. B. How far a vehicle will travel, in ideal conditions, while the driver is braking. Parking is allowed. A. Within intersections. B. On crosswalks. C. On public roads. D. Within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. C. On public roads. Driving 16 miles per hour or more over the lawful or posted speed will result in points being added to your driving license. A. 4. B. 2. C. 6. D. 3. A. 4.
This road sign means A. No left turn. B. Divided highway. C. Yield. D. No parking. And the answer is D. No parking.
Which of the following is not a defensive driving technique? A. Looking for possible danger. B. Acting right away to prevent a crash. C. Thinking ahead. D. Being friendly to other drivers. D. Being friendly to other drivers. Which of the following is true? Your license will be suspended. A. If you commit retail theft. B. If you are found guilty of racing on the highway. C. If you park next to a fire hydrant. D. All of the above. A. If you commit retail theft. On a highway, you are moving in the opposite direction of a stopped school bus which is picking up or dropping off children. You, A. Can pass the bus. B. Must always stop. C. Must stop if the bus stop arm is withdrawn. D. Do not have to stop if the highway is divided by a raised barrier or an unpaved median at least 5 feet wide. D. Do not have to stop if the highway is divided by a raised barrier or an unpaved median at least 5 feet wide. Which line on a pavement permits the passing of other vehicles? A. Solid yellow line. B. Broken yellow line. C. Broken white line. D. Solid white line. C. Broken white line.
What does the pictured signal indicate? A. Pedestrians may begin crossing the street. B. Pedestrians may turn right. C. Drivers should walk more and drive less. D. Pedestrians may not begin crossing the street. And the answer is A. Pedestrians may begin crossing the street.
A driver is approaching a highway railroad crossings and is following a bus. The driver should A. Pass the bus and come to a complete stop within 15 feet of the crossing. B. Be alert as the bus may have to stop at the crossing even when the gates are up. C. Overtake and pass the bus before reaching the crossing. D. None of the above. B. Be alert as the bus may have to stop at the crossing even when the gates are up. Which of the following is true when crossing a railroad track? A. Do not move forward until it's safe to do so. B. If there is more than one track, make sure all tracks are clear before starting to cross. C. In heavy traffic, make sure there is room for their vehicle on the other side before crossing. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. To reduce their chances of colliding with an animal, drivers should A. Scan the sides of the road to watch for the reflection of vehicle headlights in the eyes of animals. B. Look well down the road and far off to each side. C. Slow down when approaching animals that are standing near the road. D. All of the above. D. All of the above.
This sign means drivers must not pass other vehicles. A. Unless it is safe to do so. B. Within 250 feet of this sign. C. When it's dark. D. For any reason. And the answer is D. For any reason.
Carpool vehicles are those with A. 2 or more occupants in the car. B. 3 or more occupants in the car. C. Less than 4 occupants in the car. D. Anti-hydroplaning tires. A. 2 or more occupants in the car. On an expressway, drivers should A. Follow other vehicles closely. B. Drive on the median strip. C. Park on the left lane. D. Stop driving when they feel tired. D. Stop driving when they feel tired. If traffic signals are out of order, drivers must A. Treat the light as a four-way stop sign. B. Treat the light as a yellow light. C. Stop if they can. D. Treat the light as a green light. A. Treat the light as a four-way stop sign.
This road sign means A. Roundabout ahead. B. Parking spaces are reserved for people with disabled parking permits. C. Traffic must turn in the direction of the arrow. D. Lanes are reserved for carpool vehicles. And the answer is B. Parking spaces are reserved for people with disabled parking permits.
In Florida, bicyclists on public roads have the same rights and responsibilities as A. Sidewalk riders. B. Drivers of motorized vehicles. C. Pedestrians on sidewalks and in crosswalks. D. Mopeds. B. Drivers of motorized vehicles. Drivers should keep a minimum following distance of A. 4 seconds during favorable weather and traffic conditions. B. 1 second, with an additional second when approaching an intersection. C. 55 milliseconds, with an additional millisecond for every drop of rain in a 2 miles radius. D. 2 seconds, with an additional second for any vehicle in front of them. A. 4 seconds during favorable weather and traffic conditions.
This sign warns ahead. A. Of a reduction of lanes. B. That a divided highway ends. C. That a reversible lane starts. D. Of two-way traffic. And the answer is D. Of two-way traffic.
The financial responsibility law requires drivers to A. Be financially responsible for damages they may cause to others when a motor vehicle crash happens. B. Pay $15,000 of property damage liability. C. Share the financial risk of road crashes with the other drivers. D. Pay their car insurance. A. Be financially responsible for damages they may cause to others when a motor vehicle crash happens. Which of the following is not true? Before you start your engine, you should A. Make sure your safety belt is clean. B. Adjust the seat so you can reach all controls. C. Make sure your car is in park or neutral gear. D. Adjust the inside and outside rearview mirrors. A. Make sure your safety belt is clean. Your red traffic signal changes to green while a pedestrian is crossing in your traffic lane. The right-of-way should be given. A. To the pedestrian. B. By the pedestrian. C. To you. D. By the pedestrian, but only when vehicles are turning left. A. To the pedestrian. When the light is red, drivers A. Must stop after entering the intersection. B. Must yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. C. Must come to a complete stop before moving into the intersection. D. Can go, but only if the intersection is clear. C. Must come to a complete stop before moving into the intersection.
This road sign means A. Bicycles cross or ride beside traffic. B. Yield to motorcycles, but not to bicycles. C. Yield right-of-way to bicycles. D. Bicycles have the same rights as other vehicles. And the answer is A. Bicycles cross or ride beside traffic.
Parking is not allowed within feet of any flashing signal, stop sign, or traffic signal. A. 50. B. 30. C. 15. D. 100. B. 30. Before pulling out from a right-side parallel parking space, drivers must A. Check for approaching traffic and give a left turn signal. B. Enter the traffic flow and then give a left turn signal. C. Make sure no law enforcement officer who is directing traffic. D. None of the above. A. Check for approaching traffic and give a left turn signal. Passing is allowed. A. At intersections. B. On hills. C. On two-lane highways. D. None of the above. C. On two-lane highways.
This warning sign means A. Watch out for children crossing the street. B. Slow down, drive with caution and watch for children. C. You are approaching a school. D. All of the above. And the answer is D. All of the above.
On slippery roads, drivers should A. Come to a complete stop. B. Reduce the reaction distance. C. Leave more space in front of their vehicle. D. Increase their speed to avoid hydroplaning. C. Leave more space in front of their vehicle. If you want to go to a social event where you might drink alcohol, you should A. Arrange to go with 2 or more people and agree that one of you will not drink alcohol. B. Arrange to remain overnight or ride home with a friend who does not drink. C. Use public transportation or a taxi, if available. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. Any driver under the age of 18 who accumulates 6 or more points within a 12-month period is automatically restricted for 1 year to A. Operating the motor vehicle only between 7 a.m. and 11 p.m. B. Driving for business purposes only. C. Driving within 25 miles from home. D. Driving only during weekends. B. Driving for business purposes only. What is the meaning of red traffic signs? A. High emphasis warning. B. School ahead. C. Stop, do not enter or wrong way. D. Regulatory. C. Stop, do not enter or wrong way.
This road sign A. Warns drivers of a sharp turn left. Drivers should slow their speed and keep to the left. B. Provides an advance notice of a roundabout. C. Warns drivers that U-turns are not permitted. D. Is a no right turn sign. And the answer is B. Provides an advance notice of a roundabout.
An 8-lane highway has Pedestrian countdown period. A 4-lane road. A. The same as. B. A longer than. C. Half the of. D. A shorter than. B. A longer than. Which of the following is not true? When you enter an open intersection, you must yield the right-of-way if A. The traffic light is red. B. A vehicle is already in the intersection. C. You plan to make a left turn and a vehicle is approaching from the opposite direction. D. All of the above. A. The traffic light is red. At intersections marked with stop lines, drivers must A. Stop behind the lines and yield the right-of-way to all other traffic and pedestrians at stop signs. B. Stop only if a pedestrian is crossing the road. C. Yield the right-of-way to other vehicles and pedestrians and then stop. D. Enter the intersection and then yield to pedestrians. A. Stop behind the lines and yield the right-of-way to all other traffic and pedestrians at stop signs.
This road sign means A. Merging traffic. B. Do not enter. C. You must come to a complete stop. D. Slow down, stop if necessary, and yield the right-of-way. And the answer is D. Slow down, stop if necessary, and yield the right-of-way.
Unlawful speed resulting in a crash will result in points being added to your driving license. A. 2. B. 3. C. 6. D. 4. C. 6. You should use a 3-point turn. A. On a curve, to turn your car around in a very small space. B. When you miss an exit on a highway. C. On a hill, if the road is clear. D. Only if the road is too narrow for a U-turn and you can't go around the block. D. Only if the road is too narrow for a U-turn and you can't go around the block. Your license must be revoked if you A. Are found guilty of 15 offenses for which you receive points within a 5-year period. B. Fail to carry insurance on your vehicle. C. Fail to stop for a school bus. D. You refuse to take a DUI test. A. Are found guilty of 15 offenses for which you receive points within a 5-year period. Doing all you can to prevent crashes is called A. Defensive driving. B. Boring driving. C. Anti-collision driving. D. Crash prevention driving. A. Defensive driving.
This sign means A. The road may be slippery when wet. B. No turns are allowed on this road. C. Narrow road ahead. D. Series of curves ahead. And the answer is D. Series of curves ahead.
Roads are most slippery. A. When it stops raining. B. When it first starts to rain. C. Just before it rains. D. On hills. B. When it first starts to rain.
This road sign means A. Pedestrians ahead. B. Flagger ahead. C. End of construction zone. D. No parking. And the answer is D. Flagger ahead.
A driver needing to turn a car around in a very small space should A. Always use a 3-point turn. B. Drive to the next roundabout. C. Use a 3-point U-turn on a curve. D. Make a U-turn if possible. D. Make a U-turn if possible. At intersections marked with stop lines, drivers must A. Come to a complete stop. B. Slow down and enter the intersection. C. Enter the intersection and then stop. D. Signal other vehicles to stop. A. Come to a complete stop. When you see a cyclist approaching at night, you should not A. Use low beam headlights. B. Be careful. C. Use high beam headlights. D. Avoid honking your horn. C. Use high beam headlights.
When you see the sign, you should stop and A. Check for vehicles in the opposite direction, then proceed. B. Yield the right of way to all vehicles coming from the left, then proceed. C. Yield the right of way to all vehicles that arrive after you, then proceed. D. Check traffic in all directions before proceeding. And the answer is D. Check traffic in all directions before proceeding.
Driving during restricted hours will result in points being added to your driving license. A. 2. B. 6. C. 3. D. 4. C. 3. A driver who approaches an intersection. A. Has the right-of-way over traffic already in the intersection. B. Must yield the right-of-way to traffic already in the intersection. C. Must drive straight through the intersection, even if another vehicle is already in the intersection. D. None of the above. B. Must yield the right-of-way to traffic already in the intersection. Racing on the highway. F. Is only allowed if you drive at least 5 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. B. May result in license suspension. C. Is never allowed. D. Is allowed only if the highway is empty and you are completely sober. C. Is never allowed. When there is a green arrow pointing left, and the red light is illuminated at the same time, drivers A. Must stop if they are in the green arrow lane. B. Should come to a complete stop if they can. The green light will soon be red. C. Have the right-of-way and can turn left from any lane. D. Must be in the proper lane to make a turn in the direction of the arrow, and must yield the right-of-way to vehicles and pedestrians. D. Must be in the proper lane to make a turn in the direction of the arrow, and must yield the right-of-way to vehicles and pedestrians. What shape is used to give advance warning of no passing zones? A. Crossbuck. B. Pennant. C. Round. D. Horizontal rectangle. B. Pennant.
This sign means A. The divided highway on which drivers are traveling ends ahead. B. A road crosses the main highway ahead. C. Drivers are coming to a point where another traffic lane joins the one they are on. D. None of the above. And the answer is C. Drivers are coming to a point where another traffic lane joins the one they are on.
On highways, when the posted speed limit is 70 miles per hour, the minimum speed limit is A. 30 miles per hour. B. There is no minimum speed limit, it is always safe to drive slowly. C. 50 miles per hour. D. 35 miles per hour. C. 50 miles per hour. The Florida standard speed limit in business or residential areas is A. 30 miles per hour. B. 55 miles per hour. C. 20 miles per hour. D. 15 miles per hour. A. 30 miles per hour.
This road sign means A. The road ends ahead. B. No passing zone. C. Sharp right turn ahead. D. Drivers should drive with caution. And the answer is D. Drivers should drive with caution.
Total stopping distance is A. The sum of reflex distance, preparation distance, and braking distance. B. Perception distance minus reaction distance. C. The total minimum distance a vehicle has traveled until the driver can bring it to a complete stop. D. The sum of yielding distance and braking distance. C. The total minimum distance a vehicle has traveled until the driver can bring it to a complete stop. Which way should you turn your wheels when parking facing uphill where there is a curb? A. Turn wheels to right. B. Any of the above. C. Turn wheels to curb. D. Turn wheels from curb. D. Turn wheels from curb. The average perception time for an alert driver is A. 0.25 to 0.5 seconds. B. 0.75 to 1 second. C. 3 to 4 seconds. D. 1 to 2 seconds. B. 0.75 to 1 second. What do pennant-shaped signs indicate? A. Yield. B. A no passing zone. C. A school crossing. D. A detour. B. A no passing zone.
This sign indicates A. That you must yield the right-of-way. B. The entrance to a dead-end street. C. The entrance to a construction site. D. That you must not drive past this sign. And the answer is D. That you must not drive past this sign.
Your license must be revoked if you are found guilty of cases of reckless driving within 1 year. A. 2. B. 6. C. 5. D. 3. D. 3. When a person under the age of 18 is not restrained by a safety belt or a child restraint device, a seatbelt violation will be charged to A. The driver. B. The passenger under 18. C. Both. D. There is no violation. A. The driver. The center lane of a 3-lane or 5-lane highway is used only A. When it is safe to pass and passing is allowed. B. For turning left. C. To park disabled vehicles. D. For turning right. B. For turning left. Which of the following is not a rule for safe driving? A. Ask your doctor how your medications affect driving. B. Do not drink alcohol between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. C. Always wear a safety belt. D. Be rested. B. Do not drink alcohol between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m.
This sign warns drivers of a dip in the road. Drivers should be ready to stop if the dip is filled with water. B. A bridge ahead, wide enough to accommodate 2 lanes of traffic, but with very little clearance. C. A narrow road ahead. D. A reduction of lanes. And the answer is B. A bridge ahead, wide enough to accommodate 2 lanes of traffic, but with very little clearance.
What shape is a railroad advance warning sign? A. Rectangle. B. Pentagon. C. Round. D. Crossbuck. C. Round. The main purpose of right-of-way rules is to A. Gradually remove traffic signals from the roads to improve the deficit. B. Avoid crashes in school zones by helping school buses. C. Make road rules difficult to understand. D. Help with smooth and safe traffic flow. D. Help with smooth and safe traffic flow. Restricted lanes are usually reserved for A. Special black vehicles. B. Carpool vehicles or buses. C. Trains. D. Trucks during rush hour traffic. B. Carpool vehicles or buses. The Florida standard speed limit in school zones is A. 20 miles per hour. B. 30 miles per hour. C. 25 miles per hour. D. 55 miles per hour. A. 20 miles per hour.
This road sign means A. Do not block intersection. B. No right turn. C. Low clearance. D. Yield the right-of-way to oncoming vehicles. And the answer is C. Low clearance.
Expressways are not also known as A. Fastways. B. Freeways. C. Reserved motorways. D. Interstate highways. A. Fastways. A flashing red light at an intersection means A. Stop if you can. B. Stop and yield to other traffic, then go. C. The red light will soon be yellow. D. You have the right of way, other traffic must yield to you. B. Stop and yield to other traffic, then go. All cars must have two red taillights mounted on the rear, visible from how many feet away? A. 500. B. 150. C. 1000. D. 50. C. 1000. A texting while driving violation is punished as follows. A. On first offense, 2 points are added to the primary offense if texting occurred in a school zone. B. Texting while driving is not a violation. C. License revocation. D. No penalty on first offense. For subsequent offenses, 2 points are added to the primary offense if texting occurred in a school zone. D. No penalty on first offense. For subsequent offenses, 2 points are added to the primary offense if texting occurred in a school zone. Which of the following is not true? Your license must be revoked if A. You are found guilty of drug possession. B. You are found guilty of not stopping to give help when the vehicle you are driving is involved in a crash causing death or personal injury. C. You fail to stop for a school bus. D. All of the above. C. You fail to stop for a school bus.
This warning sign A. Provides advance notice to upcoming speed limit change. B. Shows the current speed limit that all vehicles traveling in the direction of the arrow must not exceed. C. Indicates the suggested highest safe speed. D. Tells drivers that the minimum safe speed is 45 miles per hour. And the answer is A. Provides advance notice to upcoming speed limit change.
If you are following a truck, you should A. Position your car so the truck driver can see you in his side mirrors. B. Maintain a safe following distance. C. Stay out of its blind spot to the rear. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. When parking on a public road, drivers should not A. Set the parking brake and shift to reverse with a manual transmission. B. Always check traffic behind them before getting out of the car. C. Make sure their vehicle cannot move. D. Leave the keys in their vehicle before leaving it. D. Leave the keys in their vehicle before leaving it. Any driver under 21 years of age who is stopped by law enforcement and has a blood alcohol level of __ or higher will automatically have their driving privilege suspended. A. 0.2. B. 0.02. C. 0.5. D. 0.05. B. 0.02.
This road sign means A. Stop sign ahead. B. Merge right. C. Curve ahead. D. Reduction in lanes. And the answer is D. Reduction in lanes.
When driving at night, drivers should not A. Use lane lines as visual guides and look quickly to check the other vehicle's position every few seconds. B. Use headlights between the hours of sunset and sunrise. C. Use high-beam headlights within 500 feet of oncoming vehicles. D. All of the above. C. Use high-beam headlights within 500 feet of oncoming vehicles. When entering an interstate highway, you must A. Turn right and stop. B. Slow down immediately after leaving the acceleration lane. C. Enter the freeway at a sharp angle if possible. D. Adjust to freeway speed in the acceleration lane, then signal and move carefully into the freeway lane. D. Adjust to freeway speed in the acceleration lane, then signal and move carefully into the freeway lane. When leaving an interstate highway, you must A. Make a last-minute turn if possible. B. Slow down before turning into the deceleration lane, and check the posted safe speed for the ramp. C. Increase your speed after turning into the deceleration lane. D. Slow down as soon as you are off the expressway. D. Slow down as soon as you are off the expressway.
This road sign means A. No right turn. B. Do not pass. C. No U-turns. D. No left turn. And the answer is A. No right turn.
Two drivers reach an uncontrolled intersection at the same time. Who has the right of way? A. No one. B. The driver on the left. C. The driver on the right. D. The driver who does not control the car. C. The driver on the right. When they see a pedestrian with a white cane crossing the street ahead of them, drivers must A. Look for a trained guide dog. B. Call the police. C. Get out of the car and help that person. D. Come to a complete stop. D. Come to a complete stop.
This road sign means A. No trucks. B. Do not block intersection. C. Tow away zone. D. Lane shifting. And the answer is A. No trucks.
Crossbucks are A. Used to indicate railroad crossings. B. Generally used for regulatory signs. C. Used to indicate nearby cafes. D. Pentagonal signs used to indicate school crossings. A. Used to indicate railroad crossings. If you are found guilty of racing on the highway, your license must be A. Revoked. B. Cancelled. C. Terminated. D. Suspended. A. Revoked. In Florida, vehicle license plates and registrations must be renewed each year or biennially. A. On or before the birthday of the first owner listed on the registration form. B. On the day the license plate was obtained. C. On or before the day the vehicle was purchased. D. On the first day of the year. A. On or before the birthday of the first owner listed on the registration form.
A four-way stop sign means A. The first vehicle to reach the intersection should move forward first. B. Traffic from all four directions must stop. C. There are 4 stop signs at the intersection. D. All of the above. And the answer is D. All of the above.
Charos. A. Indicate to bicyclists where to ride. B. Alert drivers that bicyclists may be on the road. C. Discourage bicycling in the wrong direction. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. At a railroad crossing, if your car stalls on the tracks, you should A. Keep your seatbelt fastened and use your horn if you see a train approaching. B. Use 4-way emergency flashers and call the emergency number. C. Immediately get yourself and the other passengers out and away from the car. D. Call the police. C. Immediately get yourself and the other passengers out and away from the car. On a 2-lane road, you should A. Yield to trucks. B. Overtake and pass other vehicles only when a solid yellow line is painted on your side of the center line. C. Overtake and pass another vehicle only to the left of the vehicle. D. Keep a minimum following distance of 30 seconds. C. Overtake and pass another vehicle only to the left of the vehicle. How can you prevent fatigue on a long trip? A. Plan to drive long trips with a companion. B. Get enough sleep. C. Schedule regular stops. D. All of the above. D. All of the above.
From the center lane, drivers can A. Pass slow-moving vehicles. B. Make U-turns. C. Make left turns. D. All of the above. And the answer is C. Make left turns.
What should you do when the gas pedal is jammed? A. Get all passengers out on the side and away from traffic. B. Any of the above. C. Keep your eyes on the road. D. Brake sharply. C. Keep your eyes on the road. Tailgating trucks is particularly dangerous because A. Unlike passenger cars, trucks have blind spots directly behind them. B. Trucks go slower than cars. C. Trucks need to swing wide to the left in order to safely negotiate a right turn. D. Most trucks have several rear-view mirrors. A. Unlike passenger cars, trucks have blind spots directly behind them.
This sign is A. Regulatory sign. B. Stop sign. C. Guide sign. D. Warning sign. And the answer is D. Warning sign.
You are driving a vehicle with automatic transmission. When you park on a hill, you should A. Shift the transmission into park before setting the parking brake. B. Turn your wheels so that if your car starts to move, it will roll away from the curb. C. Set the parking brake before you place automatic gear shift in park. D. None of the above. C. Set the parking brake before you place automatic gear shift in park. Parking lights must on any vehicle parked on a roadway outside of cities and towns. A. Be used at night. B. Be avoided. C. Always be turned off. D. Always be used. A. Be used at night. If another vehicle is passing you on the left-hand side of the road, you should A. Honk your horn. B. Increase your speed. C. Move to the rightmost lane. D. Allow the other vehicle to pass safely. D. Allow the other vehicle to pass safely. Drivers convicted of running a red light. F. Need to stop at green lights for 90 days. B. Are required to complete a basic driver improvement course. C. Will automatically have their driving privilege suspended for 6 months. D. Need to spend 15 days in jail. B. Are required to complete a basic driver improvement course.
This road sign means A. Work zone ahead. B. Road ends ahead. C. Yield the right-of-way. D. Flagger ahead. And the answer is A. Work zone ahead.
At an open intersection, drivers have the right-of-way if A. They are driving faster than the other vehicles. B. They are already in the intersection. C. They enter a paved road from an unpaved road. D. All of the above. B. They are already in the intersection. Aggressive driving includes A. Quick lane changes without a signal. B. Yelling, honking, gesturing at other drivers. C. Chasing or challenging other drivers. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. When driving at night with no other vehicles ahead, a driver should use A. Low beam lights. B. High beam lights. C. Parking lights. D. Emergency flashers. B. High beam lights. Under the no-fault law, you must maintain insurance coverage. A. For 5 years. B. Until the insurance coverage expires. C. Throughout the vehicle registration period. D. For 10 years. C. Throughout the vehicle registration period.
This road sign means A. Do not enter. B. Slow-moving vehicle. C. You must turn left ahead. D. Construction zone. And the answer is D. Construction zone.
Drivers often fail to see a motorcycle headed toward them. Why? A. It is difficult to judge a motorcycle's speed. B. Motorcycles are hard to see. C. It is hard to judge how far away a motorcycle is. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. What is the maximum speed limit in a residential area if there is no speed limit sign? A. 20 miles per hour. B. 55 miles per hour. C. 35 miles per hour. D. 30 miles per hour. D. 30 miles per hour. Which of the following is true about double solid yellow lines? A. Drivers may travel in the same direction on both sides of this line. B. Vehicles may cross these lines temporarily when passing is safe. C. Drivers may not cross these lines unless turning left when it's safe to do so. D. All of the above. C. Drivers may not cross these lines unless turning left when it's safe to do so. Which of the following is not true about ABS? A. It improves the steering ability. B. It improves the vehicle stability. C. It helps increase your stopping distance. D. It's an automobile safety system. C. It helps increase your stopping distance.
This road sign warns drivers that A. Left turns are not allowed at the intersection. B. Another traffic lane joins the one they are on. C. Another road enters the highway from the direction shown. D. The road will make a sharp turn to the right. And the answer is C. Another road enters the highway from the direction shown.
If an officer thinks that you are under the influence of alcohol or drugs. A. Your license will automatically be suspended for 1 year. B. You have the right to refuse to take any test. C. He may send you to jail. D. You will be asked to take a blood test, a urine test, or a breath test. D. You will be asked to take a blood test, a urine test, or a breath test. Parking is not allowed within feet of the entrance to an ambulance station. A. 35. B. 20. C. 75. D. 50. B. 20. Yellow traffic signs. A. When combined with an octagonal shape, tell drivers they must come to a complete stop at the marked stop line. B. Guide drivers. C. Warn drivers. D. Give directional information. C. Warn drivers. Vehicles must have at least one rear-view mirror which gives a view of the highway at least feet to the rear. A. 500. B. 50. C. 1000. D. 200. D. 200.